What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about if Voldemort should be a villain or should be in Harry Potter Magic Awakened. Now, I'm taking this series, or these videos I made of Magic Awakened, I'm really trying to run with it. I want to make periodic videos discussing Magic Awakened leading up to whenever the heck we find out about this game. Now, we do community series on this channel. We talk all about a specific medium, a specific thing. So we do it on movies, we do it on TV shows, we do it on games. We just got done, or are still in the process of doing a Spider-Man Far From Home. So when Harry Potter does get announced, you can bet we'll have loads and loads of videos discussing, the actual game, discussing all things about that. And I cannot wait to do that. But I wanted to jump the gun a little bit, and Tyler will be in that as well. But I wanted to jump the gun a little bit and talk about this early. I kind of want to have a couple videos, a couple topics talking about Magic Awakened before we even find out about this game. I feel like it's coming. We've made loads of videos over the past couple weeks talking about that game. So if you guys don't know what this game is, the leaks about it, if we're going to get it in July in terms of an announcement, all that stuff, we have loads of videos talking about. So make sure you guys check those out. But again, in this video, I want to talk about the game itself. Again, we don't know anything about the game, but that doesn't stop me from kind of thinking about it in my sleep every single day as I wake up and go to sleep, because that's what I honestly do. Harry Potter Magic Awakened has potential, in my opinion, to be one of the greatest games ever. It really, really does. And blending that RPG mechanic and that open world mechanic with Hogwarts, with wizardry, right, is such a cool concept. And we know it's taking place in Hogwarts as a fifth-year student. Okay, so that's the bare minimum. We know some other things, and we'll have videos talking about those other things in regards to story and gameplay and stuff. But here's the thing, we don't necessarily know villains, and it was a pretty big leak. There was a lot of stuff talked about in it, but one of the main things that weren't talked about is really kind of the adversary. Who are you fighting against? What's the enemy of this game? We know you can actually destroy things. The other word for that, I don't want to say things like that on YouTube because of how awful YouTube is nowadays with demonetization and all that, but that kind of word, we know that you can do that. So we know you can cast spells that eliminate other things. I don't remember specifically, but I believe it was like goblins or something small, or maybe even a troll, which obviously would be pretty big, but I feel like it's those things. So it's kind of like those kind of creatures. Do you have Voldemort? Do you have like a mass, like an actual evil wizard in this game? Because again, we know it's in Hogwarts, we know you're a fifth-year student, but we don't know any connection of where it is in terms of timeline. We don't know if Dumbledore's around. We don't know if this is pre-Harry Potter in terms of the 8 movies or the 7 books. We don't know if this is pre-Fantastic Beasts, so maybe a younger Dumbledore, a Grindelwald, all that kind of stuff. We don't know if it's in that era. Maybe it's even before it. Maybe it's way after Harry Potter. Maybe it's after, again, the 8th movie or 7th book. It could be all those things. And the question, I guess this is a larger question in general, do you have anybody from the actual mythos of Harry Potter in this game? Because if you do, you're opening it up to that timeline kind of problem where, do you have Voldemort as the villain? Because if you do, that's amazing. I mean, I don't know how you're going to pull that off, but that would be amazing. But then it's like, okay, well then does that put us in the timeline of Harry Potter? Or is this kind of like an alternate universe where Harry Potter doesn't exist and you're in it and you can be doing it and Voldemort can exist but Harry Potter isn't in this game? What's your role? Who are you? You're a fifth-year student, and I know some people have said like maybe the game would start and you immediately jump to the 5th year and they skipped you like the 4 years. I feel like I don't know what they're going to do with that. I honestly see it as you've gone to school for 4 years, you've learned some stuff. That's why you wouldn't be taking like basic classes. You'd already know how to use spells, things like that. But it's all very interesting because it's I made the video, and again, the title is about Voldemort, but the bigger question is anything. Like, do you have recognizable teachers? Do you have headmasters? Do you have any students? Do you have the ghosts? Do you have like the heads of houses participate? Or do you have like a Triwizard Cup? What kind of things are in this game? And if you do one thing, it could lock you out of another. Again, even if you include Voldemort, if Voldemort is in this game, that's awesome, but does Harry Potter now have to be in it? Does Dumbledore need to be in this game? And do you want them in the game? Like, is it absolutely necessary that they're in this game in order to make it succeed? I feel like because you're in Hogwarts, I don't know. I mean, there is such a power to having those kind of characters, but you can also truly mess it up. And you can also make it kind of like that tacky. I don't want them to do this game wrong. I don't want any of the, I don't want this game to come out and it's just a pure disaster of them trying to make this super tight RPG Witcher kind of experience, but it acts more like those Harry Potter movie tie-in games, you know, kind of the ones that you guys have probably seen me use gameplay of when I'm talking about the game. I don't want that, okay? Those games were very mediocre. Those are the only games of Harry Potter that truly exist. There were some of them back in the day that I think were a little bit better. I even have games like on my DS or Game Boy or whichever one was on a handheld. I remember those games, but I also remember that they were definitely not good. A lot of them were just movie tie-ins. So I don't want cheap movie tie-ins. So if you're having Dumbledore, if you're having McGonagall give me a quest, I need it to be like legit. I need to believe that I'm still in this universe and everything is still functioning very well. I don't want this, again, to feel like the movie version of her is giving me a quest and like I feel like I'm participating just in like the 5th Harry Potter film or 5th Harry Potter book. I don't want that. I don't want to play the Order of the Phoenix. I don't want that. I think we already could do that because of past games. So it's interesting. I want to see Voldemort in it. I want to see Dumbledore in it. But here's the question though. I don't know. I just said that. Okay. Quote me on that and keep that in mind, especially as we go forward, and maybe my opinions will change when we see this game. I want them, but I don't actually feel like I want Harry Potter. I don't know if I need Harry Potter, Ron, and Hermione in this game. I honestly don't. And that's a little strange, but I feel like they would break it. I feel like having them in it is just kind of like, I don't like, where do you fit in with them? Are you like their friend? Are you like where do you fit in? Are you in tank? And if they're in it, and if you're part of that squad, then are we just playing the movies? Is the thing that's happening, is Voldemort is rising to power? It's tough, and this is honestly the toughest part of having a game like this, is I do believe it has so much potential, and I think it could honestly again be one of the greatest games out there, because it's mixing that Harry Potter world with the, with the spells, being a wizard or a witch or whatever, whatever you want to call it, being that is what makes it special, along with hopefully having it be the quality of those top level open world RPG games. That's what makes it cool. It doesn't make it cool to just be playing the 5th movie, or to be, having all those characters from the 5th movie in there and just be participating in the movie's story. Even if they change a couple things, that's not why I buy this game. In this case, it's a lot like what I've always talked about with like a Pirates of the Caribbean RPG. I want a Pirates of the Caribbean RPG. I want to be able to sail the seas. I want a mixture of Skull and Bones and Sea of Thieves, but a huge RPG, realistic one, because neither of those are that realistic. I think Skull and Bones is a little better, but, I want that put together. But I don't want Jack Sparrow. I don't want to be playing the 3rd movie. Davy Jones can be in it, but I want a different iteration of him. Like I just said, Jack I don't really think needs to be in it, but things like that, and so it's the same thing here. I don't need Voldemort. I need an evil wizard. I need somebody that is like a Voldemort, that's that powerful, but is evil, and that you can write your own story about it. Let's not get lazy here, right? Make your own story, make your own characters, give me reason to despise them, give me a reason why they're powerful and they're the actual villain. Do that. They can be in the world of Harry Potter. It's fine, the wizarding world. You're at Hogwarts, which is an established place, but maybe you throw out some of the rules. We know that there are the houses, we know you're going to get sorted, so there is that, but you don't have to have the same teachers, you don't have to have the classmates. Like, they can do things differently, and I pray that they do. I don't want a movie tie-in. I don't want a semi-movie tie-in. When this game gets announced, I don't want them to say anything like that. I don't want to see them say that they took inspiration from the 5th movie or the 5th book, or like, I don't know, anything. Honestly, especially, or like late writing J.K. Rowling, who I really am anti her right now. So I don't want them to say like they have collaboration with her as she's writing these Fantastic Beasts movies, and they've worked with her with the story. Please, God, don't do that. Make your own stuff. I think the studio is able to do it. I really have a lot of high hopes that this can happen. Again, I know there are going to be things. I know there's things from Harry Potter that are going to be in this game, but I don't want a movie tie-in. And, you know, Voldemort, again, because of the title, I feel like I do want to see him, but I feel like that muddies the water and scares me so much because of what else could come with that happening that I don't even know. I don't even know if I want Voldemort, who I do see. I mean, he's a fantastic villain. He's a fantastic character. I love him. I really do. He's so great. Such a great creation there. But like, if you bring him in, do you need Harry? Because, like, technically, isn't Harry the only one who can take him out? So, like, why would you? That's a thing right there. Why would you bring Voldemort in if isn't Harry Potter the only one that can defeat him? So what am I supposed to do? Watch? Am I supposed to fight in the background? And will that even happen in this game? Do they want to make multiple games? Do they want to make this a trilogy? What do they want to do? There's so many unanswered questions, and I guess that's the point, and that's the problem with me recording a video about a game that we only know based off of leaks, is that there's not a lot to go off of, and we honestly won't get these answers. Maybe we won't even get these answers until the game is officially in our hands that we can actually play. In another way, though, that makes it really exciting, and that honestly excites me that I get to talk about this kind of stuff. So guys, I really hope you liked this kind of video. I hope you guys, enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you want to see Voldemort in? What do you think about any of the stuff I said? Do you think there's going to be some problems here with, like, tie-ins and trying to keep to the source material and all that stuff? Let me know. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel podcast now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And also, seriously, let me know in the comments below, guys, did you enjoy this kind of video? Do you like me kind of having this community series before the community series of a game, before we even know anything about this game? Is there anything you want me to kind of speculate about, talk about this game without us knowing basically anything? Anything you guys want me to talk about in terms of big topics, let me know and I will 100% cover that for you, okay? I really do enjoy making these videos. I really hope you guys enjoy watching. So thank you so much. I hope to see you on the next video.